The new month is full of new licensed content on all streaming services, but that doesn't mean there won't be any original content this week. Because this week we'll get A Boy Who Is Half Human, Half Deer, new movie from Conjuring series, vibrant Carnaval, a new documentary about Earth's biodiversity, and much more. As always, the full list will be at the end, so let's get started. From Netflix movies, on Wednesday you can watch Carnaval. After a breakup, an influencer takes her friends on a free trip on Bahia's vibrant Carnaval, where she learns life's not just about social media likes. Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon Eternal, the movie will be available on Thursday. When dark power enshrouds the Earth after a total solar eclipse, the shattered Sailor Guardians must reunite to bring light back into the world. A new documentary, Breaking Boundaries: The Science of Our Planet, will be available on Friday. David Attenborough and scientist Johan Rockström examine Earth's biodiversity collapse and how this crisis can still be averted. Also on Friday you can watch the movie Sweet and Sour. Faced with real-world opportunities and challenges, a couple endures the highs and lows of trying to make a long-distance relationship survive. From Netflix shows, on Wednesday you can watch Racket Boys. A city kid is brought to the countryside by his father's new coaching job, which revives a ragtag middle school badminton team on the brink of extinction. Second season of Summertime is dropping on Thursday, a modern love story set on the Adriatic coast in summer. The undeniable attraction connects Isle and Summer, two people from very different worlds. Sweet Tooth will be available on Friday. This series is based on an American comic book and tells the story of a boy who is half human and half deer, who lives in a post-apocalyptic world with the other hybrids. Also on Friday you can watch the second season of Feel Good. The series follows recovering addict and comedian Mo as she tries to control the addictive behaviors and intense romance that penetrate every aspect of her life. Let's talk about non-original content on Netflix that will drop on Tuesday. You can watch $1 Million Baby. Frankie, an ill-tempered old coach, reluctantly agrees to train aspiring boxer Maggie. Impressed with her determination and talent, he helps her become the best and the two soon form a close bond. Or you can watch The Big Lebowski. Jeff the Dude Lebowski, mistaken for a millionaire of the same name, seeks restitution for his ruined track and enlists his bowling buddies to help get it. Or maybe you want to watch some comedy show, then all happy ending seasons will also be available. This Chicago set sitcom follows the intertwined lives of 6 young urbanites trying to learn the ropes of adulthood. Through breakups and whatever other curveballs life throws them, the pals stick together. For the drama lovers there will be I Am Sam. A mentally handicapped man fights for custody of his 7-year-old daughter, and in the process teaches his cold-hearted lawyer the value of love and family. All Harry Potter movies will be available on Tuesday on HBO Max. This is a great opportunity to return to the magical world of Harry Potter and Hogwarts. There are 8 films waiting for all wizards and muggles. There will also be a superhero comedy, Shazam! A newly fostered young boy in search of his mother instead finds unexpected superpowers and soon gains a powerful enemy. Director's cut of Dr. Sleep will be available, years following the events of The Shining from 1980, and now adult Dan Torrance must protect a young girl with similar powers from a cult known as the True Knot. The Pink Panther collection will also drop on Tuesday. The Pink Panther is a British-American media franchise primarily focusing on a series of comedy mystery films featuring an inept French police detective, Inspector Jacques Cousteau. On HBO Max we will get the premiere of the second season of The Fungies on Thursday. Explore Fungitown through the whimsical quests of Seth, one of the town's young mushroom inhabitants. If you want to scare yourself, definitely check out The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It on Friday. The Warners investigate a murder that may be linked to a demonic possession. Also on Friday you'll be able to watch El Último Balsero, aka The Last Rafter. After risking his life crossing the Florida Straits on a raft, a young Cuban searches Miami for his long absent father. For your weirdness needs the 10th season of the the Air will drop on Saturday. The show is a collection of surreal and bizarre short films based around a chosen theme. As always, all new Disney Plus content will be released on Friday, including Raya and the Last Dragon, in a realm known as Kumandra, a reimagined Earth inhabited by an ancient civilization. A warrior named Raya is determined to find the Last Dragon. You can also check out the new Disney short film Us Again. It's only 7 minutes long and tells the story of an elderly couple regaining their youth in the rain. The second season of Amphibia will also be available. Ordinary girl finds a treasure chest that sends her to Amphibia, a world full of frogs, toads and giant insects. With help from Sprig, she must adjust to life in Amphibia and discover her first true friendship. You can also watch X-Men Origin Wolverine. It's not the best X-Men movie, but it does feature Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. This film focuses on the early years of Wolverine, featuring his rivalry with his brother and his service in the Special Forces. Amazon Prime will drop Fight Club on Tuesday. Classic movie starring Brad Pitt and Edward Norton, an insomniac office worker and a devil-may-care soap maker form an underground fight club that evolves into much more. For your Jim Carrey needs, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind will be available. When the relationship turns sour, a couple undergoes a medical procedure to have each other erased from their memories. Oscar-winning Birdman will also be available. A washed-up superhero actor attempts to revive his fading career by writing, directing and starring in a Broadway production. Another great movie, Black Swan, will also drop on Tuesday. Nina, a ballerina, gets the chance to play the White Swan, but she finds herself slipping into madness when Thomas, an artistic director, decides that Lily might fit the role better. From Amazon Originals we will get Dom on Friday. Follows Victor, a police officer who dedicated his life to fight the narco-traffic war and to help his son Pedro, a drug addict who became one of the most wanted criminals in Brazil. Also on Friday, the second season of The Family Man will be available. A working man from the National Investigation Agency tries to protect the nation from terrorism, but he also needs to keep his family safe from his secret job. On Tuesday, Hulu will drop Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. These are two great movies directed by Nolan. Here we meet Bruce Wayne as he trains and becomes Batman. And after the Joker wreaks havoc and chaos in Gotham, Batman is tasked with fighting injustice and facing his worst enemy. Slumdog Millionaire, which won 8 Oscars, will also be available. A Mumbai teenager reflects on his life after being accused of cheating on the Indian version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Great comedy Kick-Ass will also drop on Tuesday. Dave is an unnoticed high school student and comic book fan who one day decides to become a superhero, even though he has no powers, training or meaningful reason to do so. Hulu will release a Glitch in the Matrix on Thursday. Documentary filmmaker tackles this question: are we living in a simulation? He provides testimony, philosophical evidence and scientific explanation in his answer. From Hulu shows, on Tuesday we will have the premiere of Housebroken. A dog named Honey runs group therapy sessions to help neighborhood animals manage the neuroses brought on by their owners and each other. For Adrenaline Rush, season 13 of American Ninja Warrior will also premiere on Tuesday. Contestants run, jump, crawl, climb, hen and swing through crazy obstacles as they compete to become the next American Ninja champion. On Friday we'll get a new episode from the New York Times Presents. This series of documentaries represents the unparalleled journalism and insight of the New York Times. On Saturday you can watch the first episode of the second season of Emergency Call. The show follows the dramatic, suspenseful and sometimes humorous stories that flood the 911 call centers. And now the full list. Don't forget to like and subscribe.